Hi, it's Rhonda Fawcett here from Mathemata New Zealand, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this simple flap fold card that fits into our New Zealand card size measurements. So it's just the simple one using the Cute as a Bug paper, which is my favourite paper at the moment. So to start with, we just cut a bit of Mossy Meadow card down to 10.5 wide, 10.5 centimetres by 24.5 long, and score at 14.9, which is the normal size for card in New Zealand, metric A5 size card. So yeah, score it at 14.9, 24.5 by 10.5, and then you need a banner piece that's going to be your flap to fold down. So this is 13.5 long by 5 centimeters wide, and you score at 12 centimeters. So you've got this tiny little flap bit there, 12 centimeters. Score that, and then a piece of designer series paper. We actually need two designer series paper. This one is 10 centimeters by 9 centimeters, and then this to go onto the flap. I actually have made it 11.5 by 4.5, but I think I should make it 11. I'm just going to trim a little bit off the top of that. I just think it needs to be tiny bit shorter, like 11 centimeters instead of 11.5. Right, and then what we're going to do is we'll put these together at the bottom with a little bit going either side, just to trim up and make the banner piece. So if you just lay them together without gluing them, just hold them there, and then just cut your banner piece at each side. Mine's not very straight there. Hang on, I'll just trim that up a bit. Then you can move this up, and you'll have the same gap. The same shape, I mean. Right, so before we stick this on, we're going to put a magnet underneath, and I'm just using little flat magnets. I can't tell you where I got them from because I've had them for years. Someone gave them to me, and I don't know who, but yeah, I've had a whole reel of these for about 10 years and slowly using them. They're very, very strong though. So they just click together there, and I've got to use a glue dot to stick it in place. I'll just put one on the back of the magnet and put that in the middle of the flat piece. I'll take that one off, and now I can glue this on top. Yeah, I think I cut a little bit off that, so I made it 11 centimeters long. This one was 11.5, and it's probably a little bit better, so maybe 11.2 or 11.3, just to have a little bit more on that flap at the top. Anyway, so this is going to be glued on the inside here, so we will put some adhesive on there, and then glue it down there, so it needs to be flush with that top edge, And you do need to glue that piece down first before you put your insert in, so that when you go to put your insert in, it's going to cover over the join there. So this insert piece, it's soft seafoam, and it would be 14.4, it's 5 centimeters less by 10, and I'm going to stamp it with stamps from the Reason to Celebrate and Pretty Florals. So we'll put those there and glue this in. And I'm also going to fussy cut another little bug or bee out of the lovely Designer Series paper, and I will glue that inside as well. You just have to be careful where you're stamping on this to make sure that the flap covers it, otherwise you are going to, it will show through. So now that flap will cover those words there. Now to do the front, and we've already got the magnet on that side, so if I put this on here, that's where it's wanting to sit. So now we can put another glue dot on this one and close it. And then when we open it, it's automatically stuck on there. So now we can put our Designer Series paper. This is 10 centimeters by 9 centimeters. And don't want to put too much glue where I have. I've done it on the wrong side. Won't matter. If the glue goes over the magnet, won't matter. So glue that to the front. Then you need some scraps of white paper to do your sentiment, and I'm using that same stamp set that I showed you, Reason to Celebrate, to do Happy Birthday on the front. And I'm going to die cut it out with my stylish shape dies. So I've got two stylish shaped squares, one in Mossy Meadow and one slightly smaller with the Happy Birthday on the front. I'll just glue those together. And then, can you hear that? That closes quite good. So now we'll put this on the front. We'll just have to make sure no glue goes out the side, because it's just going to overlap. So I'm just going to make sure my Mossy Meadow points are on that green piece there. That looks right. And then finally a little ladybug embellishment. I think these ladybugs are so cute. Little epoxy shapes, these ones. So put that on the front, and then that is done. Super easy flat fold. So any pretty paper that you wanted to show off here, which way am I holding it? You could do that. Yeah, so that is it. Hope you enjoyed that simple fold, and make some of your own and show me what your creations are. Thank you. Bye.